Hello guys, and welcome back to another Shogun 2 Total War PvP battle. Now this one's a very interesting one with some really crazy tactics. So, starting off here, you see we have, I believe, Hattori defending a fortress. And if we look around, we'll notice there's actually not many soldiers here. Like, this looks like a bare bones, like, garrison defense. It's very interesting. If we check right outside, we'll notice there are some cav units. But this is T-Master, and in this battle, he decided to try something a little different. He tried to make a prediction that Dave would center most of his forces in this area. So he lined up three units of Naginata here, and 3 units of Nodachi here. Again, Naginata, very versatile in melee combat, and Nodachi with their amazing charge bonuses, and clearly had some idea of doing a charge down attack, like holding the line with the Naginata and then getting amazing rear charge bonuses with the Nodachi. But if you look, you'll notice there's nothing here. Dr. Dave, playing as Oda once again, has just so happened to deploy on either side of this speculated ambush, because in Shogun 2, it's one of the only Total Wars, really, where you cannot see where your enemy is going to deploy when you're defending. So this was a speculated ambush, and as we see, that's not how the deployments worked out, so we have a maybe very interesting battle about to happen here. So let's take a look at the army setups. Naginata warrior monks just completely lining this front. Holy shit. Not very tanky units at all, but they can debuff enemies once they get close, and they have pretty good damage. Fire rockets, of course. It's an army of Dave in a siege. Bow warrior monks for that extra range, but less fire rate or reload rate, I believe. One of the two. Fire projecting mangonels. It's very rare that Dave ever brings anything like this. Just stuck in place artillery. He usually just opts for just fire rockets. So that is a surprising move. Let's check on the other side. He's done it again, I believe. Yes, more fire projecting mangonels over here with the general. Some Oda Long Yari Ashigaru. It's not a Dave army without Oda Long Yari Ashigaru, am I right? And some fire rockets. Now what I'm really interested in is why he split up all the Long Yari Ashigaru from all the warrior monks instead of putting them together. This side doesn't have any archers at all. It has no skirmishing power aside from like the few rockets the fire rockets can fire. Now, remaining defending the center here, not with the Hattori units deployed here, and I'm not sure whose perspective we're looking at this from, by the way, but remaining, we have Hattori Yari Ashigaru. Very interesting. I never understood why T likes to go with the Yari, especially in defensive situations like this. Maybe they're just cheaper, because they're just spearmen. Like, they're like the Oda Yari. You'd be better off putting them to take a spear charge, not to defend a wall. Over here, the Naginata Samurai. Now, this would make more sense to line the walls with some Naginatas. What else? Anything else? We have, of course... Oh, wait. Some Yari. Now, this is a good place to put Yari. Like, blocking a fucking entrance. Although, it would be better if they were in formation. You got a unit of Yari here. The general. And that's it. Mainly Yari up here. And right down here, waiting. 1, 2, 3 units of shitty light cav. I guess... I don't know why these are here. Like, maybe a backup plan, or maybe just in case to support in case this ambush failed. Regardless, it's going to be really interesting because this side is not so heavy with spears. They have Naginatas, but Naginatas are not as good against cavalry. Anyway, I've been talking for long enough. Let's hit play and see how this shit unfolds. Now that T has realized, oh god, I picked the entire wrong place to put my ambush. What do I do now? And what will he do now? Fire projecting mangonels already opening fire, just gonna give him hell right off the bat. Alright? It's like that All-American Reject song. He's taking this entire... Oh, wait, hang on. Look at this, guys. Hattori Bow Ashigaru. So this is from Dave's perspective. We didn't even see this. 3 more units of Bo Ashigaru that we just couldn't see. We're here with the Naginata Samurai. This is a bigger ambush than we actually realized at first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of them. Now moving over to take on the Long Yari squad. Very interesting. I would say that's the weaker squad for the siege and the harder one to attack. I'm surprised he's not going for the warrior monks first. I'd say they're a much bigger threat. Also, wait, did I just miss these guys completely? Bow warrior monks, I don't know. I think he just moved them to block off these guys. Smart, smart. But if they turned around and went after these guys, they would actually slaughter. The Nodachi should have probably turned around and been supported by the Cav, in my opinion. But over here, let's see. Oh, we have fire rockets already landing in this heap of units that are mixture of walking and running and just trying to make some preemptive assault on the attacking forces. Let's see how they do, because of course these are Long Yari. They're harder to attack. So again, I'm surprised he shifted his focus to here rather than just went back and turtled up or focused on the warrior monks. But here we go. Fire rockets just flying in, letting T's unfortified units just really fucking have it. Oh, fire arrows getting launched over now into the fire rockets. Of course, smart idea. Now here's the thing, these Oda Long Yari, if they'll repel his melee forces, but if they get exposed to his ranged fire, they're gonna crumple. But we'll see. He's moving forward with the Naginata, and the Long Yari are all in position. So I'm hoping to see. Oh, there we go. Now this is how you deal with pikes, boys. This is how you deal with pikes. You put some arrows in their face and you shoot. Over here, oh my god, how am I missing this? The light cav went around the back, and it doesn't look like they actually did very much. It looks like they tried to do something, and they got caught up in pikes, and they died. So maybe, alright, we have one left at the very least. So maybe, oh no, what are you doing? No, no, no! Oh no! He has charged the Naginata directly into the pikes. Oh, this is like any soldier's worst nightmare. Yes, charge into the pointy sticks of fucking doom. Why don't you? Take a look over here. The fire arrows still flying over, aiming for the fire rockets, just because of how much damage they can do. These Long Yari are charging forward, bringing the battle to the archers. This is such a ballsy move, and oh, and they got a volley off right before the pikes landed in combat. A couple of them charged in and really did a lot of damage. But let's see, the archers are trying to run away now. The warrior monk army has not moved yet. Dave's micro must be extended. The Nodachi are coming over here to this new front. Really, a charge type unit against these enemy forces is not the best idea. These are Long Yari. Again, these really should have been placed over against the other side. Where the hell are these going? Just hiding in the woods, I guess. The entire front line over here of T's side has fallen. A lot of damage has been made. And all the while, these guys are still just bombarding the defenses. And he's charging even more melee units out to fight the Long Yari horde. This is the worst, I think, tactical decision he could make in this moment. Again, because these guys are open to attack. These guys have pikes. I don't think T has fully learned by this battle just how deadly pikes can be, as he comes over with the Nodachi, just trying to put charge bonus against charge protection. Here we go with the pikes. Oh my god, what is happening? He wasn't even charging the pikes, he was charging the people behind them. And I think we just saw a good chunk of them die right off the bat. Look at this, this is the leader! The leader of one of his units, just dead in the charge. Oh man. Oh, and here comes the light cav coming back out of the woods, and bam, right into the rear of the pikes. Now that is a good play. That is a good fucking play, guys. Some remaining light cav, bad morale, just running away from pikes, being chased all over the place. Even the general going after them now. Oh my god, are they going to do this? They're going to do this. Oh, and the general turns at the very last second, completely breaking his charge bonus and just giving the light cav an advantage. Never do that, guys. Commit to the charge or don't charge at all. Look at what's happening to his general now. Or no, the light cav, but where is the general? Yeah, look at what happened to his general's health. Never give up your charge bonus unless you are just simply not charging, or doing so will result in you being slaughtered, because chances are you can get slaughtered by giving up your charge bonus. The Nodachi just duking it out over here with the pikes, but again, the Nodachi are good for charging, and the pikes are good for killing enemy charges and advances of any kind. This is the perfect counter to the Nodachi, and T just ran all his units up into them. And now he's taken so many of his Yari out of here, and look at this fucking warrior monk swarm has arrived with the fire rocket, still doing very well on ammunition. No skirmishers of any kind to really protect this place, and a load of skirmishers from the attackers who did not need to get this close. But here they go, charging into the breach. The Yari have their spears forward, ready to protect. Naginata charging in, although these guys, I don't think they made their spear wall, which is unfortunate, but now the Yari are up close. If they debuff this unit, dude, they're gonna rout already. Look at this. There's not a lot to protect this place, but at the very least, this entire side of the battle has actually been crushed. He sent enough units at it that even though he literally countered himself with the types of units that he was going up against, with the types of units he was sending, he still managed to eke out a victory here, but with very Russian tactics. And given Russia's population after World War II, I wouldn't say Russian tactics are anything to brag about. Wow, this unit's actually running away from this unit. That's kind of sad. So, a little bit left over. But he is wisely choosing to move all of his units back, because here's the capture point, and here's people coming to capture it. This battle could end in 56 seconds for all we know, guys. Look, he doesn't have enough units here to stop this. He doesn't have enough units. Look at this. This is not good. He went up against the wrong half of the army. He didn't leave enough units to protect his base. And unfortunately, he predicted the wrong area to ambush. But he does have some units, and even though these are archers, he's sending them into the fray because he knows he has to protect this. And look, he is. The timer's ticking in his favor again. And here comes the units from the rest of the battle. If he didn't charge these guys in, these guys may not have even gotten here in time. Here we go. Some Yari charging in the rear of the Naginata. That's a brutal charge, honestly. Too bad the unit wasn't more unified by the time of the charge, but they're surrounded. So defending this point is definitely now in T's favor, even though these bow units are fleeing. He's gotten the rest of his troops back in, except his general. Interesting. But look how many warrior monks there are, guys. And still the general's alive. Oh, he's going right in with the remainder of the Nodachi, just having won a battle that they were hopelessly outmatched for, to be honest. Charging right back into the fray only minutes later against the Naginata, and now that the charge is over, their advantage is over, and here comes arrows of fire and normal amounts just right over the fray, guys. Look at this, just tearing apart the Nodachi. Fire rockets somewhere, right here apparently, just tearing them apart. Something blew up over here, sent some Naginata flying. The Naginata are back on this point, and the Yari are not enough to get them. I think another unit might have been sent here, and these guys are just sitting here, and they need to be charged into action right now, or it's all over. Even then, where's the general? Where is the general? Where'd he go? The general has completely circumvented the enemy army and is going to charge into the rear of the bow warrior. Oh, and he just chickened out at the very last second. What is happening? He's trying to get the enemy general, and that has led him right into a horde of Naginata. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Oh my god. The general's still nearby. He didn't get the general, and his general's now dead, guys. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that's it. That is it. That's the battle. Guys. Guys. That battle was nuts. I honestly think, even though T's predicted ambush did not work well, he predicted the wrong area, I think if he actually went for the warrior monk half of the army, he would have won. I think he stood a really good chance of killing the entire warrior monk half of the army, even before they started to siege. The long Yari's not that big a deal if they have to climb into close quarters combat. They can't do much. Even the Yari he had on the wall would be more than sufficient to kill them. And there were no skirmishers on that side. So he wouldn't have to have had to worry about archers even. I honestly think if he just went left instead of right, you know, the entire result of the battle would not have been so one-sided. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these losses and look at these kills. This is friendly fire. A quarter of Dave's losses was him killing his own units. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah. Whereas T had a much better count of not killing his own units. That's the difficulty of siege units, especially things like fire rocks. But let's look at the kills. Oh my god. Dr. Dave's units just having a field day. The long Yari, they just had such an easy time with the perfect types of units for them to put their pikes up against came running at them. Look at this one fire rocket unit. 466 kills. I have never seen a siege unit do this well, ever. What in the actual fuck? I've played many Total War games, and I have never seen any siege unit of any kind in any of these games do some shit like this. The Naginata warrior monks, of course, once they got in there to melee, the Yari were an easy slaughter. But warrior monks getting in plenty of kills, like no losses at all. Of course, some of the fire rockets didn't do as well, right? And one of the fire projecting mangonels didn't do anything. And maybe it just wasn't in range or didn't have a line of fire. I don't know, but that's really interesting. Of course, T-Master over here, the Nodachi and his general getting the most kills. And again, it's impressive that the Nodachi got even as many kills as they did, considering they're a charge unit put against the most anti-charge unit in the game. Of course, not one unit except the general got enough kills to make up for what he paid for. But I'm really telling you guys, I really think this battle could have been different if T went left instead of right. Regardless, very interesting battle. Very interesting setup. We got 4 more battles, guys. 4 more battles after this one, and then we are completely done with Shogun 2. 4 more battles. 2 more are T and Dr. Dave duking it out, and another 2 are me and T versus Dema and Dave. Really interesting fucking battles, guys. Really interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.